BusinessTraining.com. Globally recognized 100% online business training and certification programs completed in 5 months.
Hello, this is Richard Wilson from BusinessTraining.com, and today we're just going to cover business interview tips. So here are just some tips if you're either preparing for a business interview or you're looking to start a business career or grow your career. Here's just some tips for getting ready for the interview and doing well once you're there. First is that it'll come off to the employers that you're more mature and kind of an insider in the industry if you do a lot of research on their company and their service and products before you go to the interview. So if you look at their website, what types of clients they have, there's some evidence of how they typically market to those clients, you know, how big their team is, all of that stuff. If you can do that research up front, you're going to come off as more intelligent and you're taking the opportunity more seriously than someone who maybe has more experience than you, but maybe they're applying to 30 different positions and they haven't done any research on the company. So you can get an advantage by doing more research up front. Another thing you should do is bring 4 copies of your resume to every interview. Oftentimes there'll be group interviews or you'll interview with one person, and if they like you, they'll have 2 or 3 other people interview you. So it's just good to have at least 4 copies with you. Another reason why it's good to have more than 1 copy is that they might ask you to go through your resume, and if you give 1 copy to them and that's your only copy, it might be hard for you to remember every bullet point you wrote down or all the great experience points or trainings you've completed. So it's good if you have 1 in front of you and then 1 in front of the other people who are completing the interview with you. Another thing to remember is to always dress up, dress for the position that you want to have, so make sure and not forget that. Another thing to remember is that when you go to the interview, you should have 15 questions ready. So after you've done all the research, write down 15 questions, preferably type them up on paper and leave room so you can take notes during the interview. And they'll always ask during the interview, almost always, if you have any questions. And that can sometimes be a little bit of a trick question, because if you have no questions, then how curious or serious are you about getting this business job? Whereas if you have very refined questions that show a very high level of knowledge within their area of business, within the job you would hold, and within their industry, then it can really come off well and come off strong for yourself. And I think that having right questions to ask can really make you come off as the right prospect when you're competing with other people for a business job. So hope these business interview tips help, and thanks for watching our video.